on your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, Chrissie, to say I doubt that you'll stand up to something, I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Chrissie Mayr podcast. We are on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. So if you're listening on iTunes, please leave a kind review with many, many stars. Lots and lots of stars. I got a bunch of gigs coming up. Very excited. I love doing stand-up, guys. I like making you loll on the road. I got some dates coming up next Thursday, October 20th. I'll be in Bridgeport, Connecticut, headlining the Stress Factory Comedy Club. Come on out. This is the show that we moved from last month to now. It's going to be next Thursday. So come on out if you are in Connecticut. Then we got the Comedians of the Compound at the Orlando Improv at the end of the month, Thursday, October 27th. At the Improv out there in Orlando. Come see me, Anthony Cumia, Gino Bisconti, Alex Stein, Lila Hart. It's going to be such a great show, and they're selling these tickets in pairs. So if you need to get a ticket or you want to sell one of your tickets, join my Discord, and we will find somebody to sort that out with you. But yeah, this is going to be a banger of a show and a great hang. So come on out. Then I got a weekend coming up in Long Island at the beginning of November, 4th and 5th at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore, New York. Then we got the Compound Media Censored TV show in New York City, Thursday, November 10th. Venue to be announced the day of. Then I'll be out in Jersey, November 17th at the Stress Factory Comedy Club in New Brunswick. Then I am in California in February 24th and 25th, headlining at the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. First time back in California since the pandemic. Excited to go back. Excited to see what's going on out there in California. It can't be worse than New York City. So my standards are pretty low. So I am excited. But you know what else I'm excited to talk about? Copy My Crypto. Guys, the recession, it's underway. It's here. Fuel is through the roof. Food prices are insane, and people have begun to lose their homes. But there is no reason to be scared because recessions are the easiest way to make money and the easiest time to make money. Take the last recession, for example. Those who invested in property and stocks, not me, more than doubled their money inside of 2 years. But no market rose like crypto, where people made 5, 10, even 100 times over the same period. That's what James McMahon did on his Copy My Crypto YouTube channel. He told his 22,000 subscribers to invest in the same 26 coins that he did. Had you invested $100 into each one, you would have been in profit for more than $123,000. Damn, where? I didn't know about this last year. His top pick of the year is a crypto coin called Phantom, which went up a staggering 692 times. Remember, this is all public knowledge. You can check it out on YouTube for yourself. James will be sharing every coin he buys during the recession on his Copy My Crypto membership site. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't have to know a thing about crypto or how to invest. You simply just copy along. You can get started today. It's that easy. Join the 2,800 members who copy James. Go to copymycrypto.com/Mayor. That's copymycrypto.com/MAYR. It's your call. You can thrive in this recession or be another victim. So go to the site and check it out now. Yeah. Maybe I should go do that. I don't invest in shit right now. Just myself and makeup, I guess. I'm so excited to have this gal on the podcast today. I have been a legit super fan of hers for months now. Like she's been on my little wish list of I'm just such a huge fan. I'm already bumbling over my words. I'm so girl crushing. Um this comedian, she's got 1.2 million followers on TikTok. Fucking crushing TikTok. She is going to be inducted into the 2022 Asian Hall of Fame. She was Miss China 2014. There's so many credits, too many to name. I'm just gonna bring her in. Welcome to the show, comedian Jiaoying Summers. Hello.
Hi, gorgeous Chrissy. Thank you for having me. I
I'm
am so
obsessed
happy
with
to
you.
be here.
Oh my God. Where do we even begin? You were Miss China 2014?
Yes, as my mom said, as America voted the most ugly girl to be Miss China, so as a foreign policy, they can bring shame to China.
How did you go from being a pageant girl to stand up?
I was always the funny girl when I was growing up because I was never the pretty girl because in Chinese beauty standard, having darker skin and big lips. But anyway, my name was Cage Fighter. That's my nickname.
I find it so hard to believe that you were considered to be not attractive by anybody's standards. Like
Oh,
this
that's so sweet
this
of
is
you.
insane to me. Cause like in America, it's like big everything, big lips, big butt. I mean, if you have anything that's big, like we will accept you. So
Happy I'm here.
were you have a joke, or maybe I just read this online, or maybe it was a joke that you were a dumpster baby. Is this true?
Yeah, it was the one child policy, and
Gosh.
all of the family they want the only child to be a boy, and if it's a girl, they kind of try to get rid of the girl in any way they can. And I did not have a penis, unfortunately, when I came out. So my father asked my mom, "Will she live?" My mom said, "I think she will live if you just bring her back from the dumpster."
Oh my God. Were like were they seriously thinking of getting rid of you?
Yeah, they did, but my
Oh my
mother insists to keep me because when she was growing up, they didn't have a one child policy, but they always favored the boy. And my mother was very smart, but they didn't want her to go to school. They don't want to waste money on her. So being the girl wasn't desired. She felt that she owns me a chance for me to live to my full potential.
So were you born in China?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's probably a dumb question. So when did you come and then you moved to LA or did you
I
move
came to
somewhere else?
America when I was 18 for college. I went to University of Kentucky for college.
What made you pick Kentucky?
I didn't pick Kentucky. Kentucky picked me. I just applied for like probably 50 schools. I got my first offer from University of Kentucky, and for applying for a visa to come to America, you need an offer. I grabbed the first one. I just want to come here, so I didn't care. It's Kentucky. I only care it's America. You can always travel in America, but you can't. If you miss your chance to go from China to America, you'll never go to America. I don't want I don't want my mom to change her mind. I just want to get my visa as soon as I can. So that's what I
So
did.
you were like, Kentucky it is. What is even in I haven't even been to Kentucky. I can't even do it an accent because I wouldn't even know what to base it on.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
don't
just
think
like
you are
red?
missing out at all. So don't worry, you are not missing out.
So when you went to college, what did you think you wanted to be when you grow up?
I always wanted to become a performer for sure. Like I love the movies. I want to be an actress. I want to be a performer. I learned international economics. I learned business. I minored in theater to learn. But I never want to be a starving artist. I want to go to acting class with Gucci. Like I don't feel like I can be a waitress and audition. I can't do it because I was in college. My mother cut me off. She wanted me to go home. I was working 4 jobs. I was waiting tables. I was cleaning old ladies' butt. I was just literally doing all the shit job I can find on Craigslist because I can't work. So I worked. It was an amazing experience for me to work the shitty jobs. I learned people were so rude and mean to me, abusive. I learned to have sympathy towards people because I was growing up. I never touched anything with my hands. We also have maid, without driver. I just never felt that I should work or be nice to anybody. When I am just cleaning dishes in the restaurant in Kentucky, people treat me like shit. Like if I die, nobody would even notice because
Oh no.
I have no friends, I have no family. So I learned to have sympathy, and I understand the world better, and I became a better person. And that experience was, I think, is very important for me to be a comedian, because you have to really have compassion to connect with people. You can't be there, be a stuck up bitch. Nobody's going to laugh. People laugh at your pain and the way you look at the world because you have compassion, not because you are better, you're funnier. No, I'm so grateful for that experience in my life.
So do you think you grew up like you think your parents were like kind of well off? Like you got the sense that and probably did you not realize that till you were in college? You're like, oh, like I had it pretty good, or my parents did pretty well, or did you kind of always know?
They were not that successful. My mother's brother was super successful. They are really big in construction. They built the Beijing Olympic stadiums. But she never had the chance to make that kind of money. But she was very smart. She owns restaurants and she's good at it. And the city I'm growing up, the thing is like human labor is not expensive. So if you have, like I have a maid at my house in America right now, not everybody can afford a maid in America. But most people can afford nannies and people in China because it's cheaper. It's cheap.
Okay.
You can probably spend like $1,000 a month to have a maid in China. But in America, you need to have $5,000 a month.
Oh wow. How many times do they come over? Yeah, that's why we make all the cell phones over there. Yeah, everything's cheap.
Yeah, the labor is cheaper. So I'm like not super rich, but well, upper middle class, I guess.
I always wanted to like splurge for a maid, and I just would tell my I would get close every time. Like I've had like maybe 4 or 5 different apartments, and then I would just like guilt myself out of it. I'd be like, bitch, you should be cleaning up yourself. Like, why are you paying someone for something you can do yourself? And every time I would talk myself out of it, but I probably should have just gone for it.
You should get it. I feel like it's about your priorities, because I can't clean and cook because I should be making $2,000 an hour doing other things. And with the money I can actually make, I can afford my maid, because I'm just not good with housework. I always when I cook, I'm good at cooking, but I always cut my hand. I was thinking about jokes, think about making big money. I just can't focus on. And I end up cutting my hand. I'm just not good at it. So I just feel like I should hire a professional to do what they do the best. And then I do my shit, like making stupid TikToks.
It seems like you definitely have a strong like entrepreneurial spirit. Like you are money minded. You're like, what?
Yes.
You own 2 comedy clubs in LA. Like I'm so impressed with you, because most comedians, and you did kind of mention this before, you were like, I refuse to be a starving artist. I don't know if you found this in LA, but I sort of came up in like the New York scene, and this idea of being a starving artist it's so glamorized in the comedy community. It's also kind of glamorized in like the actor community as well, like with theater. There's just something like people kind of like revel in it, and there's this like we're always in the play Rent, and it's so hard, we're so broke all the time. But I really think that a lot of stand-up comics could be doing better if they just thought a little bit smarter, and they kind of like reprioritized a few things.
Yeah, like first of all, I bought 2 clubs when I started comedy. That's what happens when you don't marry for love, ladies.
Are you married?
I'm divorced.
Okay. So I'm just like wondering, like, how many of your jokes are
I'm
versus not.
you all know, like obviously you guys all know I'm a sold out comedian. I had 2 ex-husbands. They both sold out. Like I'm single now, but I can't keep one. I can't try to keep one. But the thing is, like, I personally, I believe in the hard work in creating your craft to become an artist. The hard work has to be there, but you don't have to be starving. Like I never believed that. I don't even know what is rent. I buy with cash. Like I wanted to live comfortably. So when I am doing my art, I don't have to please anybody. I don't have to be like, if I don't say this, they'll fire me. I can say whatever I want to be true to my voice, not worry about if they fire me at a job. What should I do? I just don't answer to nobody. I feel like that's the best way to create the best art, is that you don't give a fuck about anybody. You have the fuck you money, that you don't give a fuck about nobody, then you end up saying the things that's true to you. I don't have to do a set that's please this owner of the club so they can book me because I need to get paid on the spot. I don't need that. But at the same time, I believe in hard work. I've never seen anybody who's worked harder than me, my peers. I'm not saying like the legends and the big stars. I'm just saying like people have been doing this for 3 years. They just don't work as hard as me. They don't. They don't have the communist peasants in them. Like I'm a peasant. First of all, like I don't even want to say anything about me unless I have the 10,000 hours. I can't even call myself a comedian. So when I bought my club, I do 10 hours a day. I do 10 hours a day. I come at 8, I clean the bathroom, and I finish 8 p.m. Like I host open mic every day.
Wow.
I can have a Birkin bag on my way there, but I'll be hosting open mic like a little bitch. And then I ordered a lawn chair from Amazon. I sat outside Laugh Factory every Tuesday, outside of the comedy store every Monday, and the improv every week. I'll be there with my Birkin bag, sitting in the lawn chair with the homeless and crazy. I'm the crazy. They are the homeless. Anyway.
You mean like you're sitting out to like sign up for mics or get on shows? Yeah.
Open mics. Wait for open mics, and I go on the open mic, and I never get picked. I keep coming back. I came back. People just like, I can't do that. I have open mics like, how did you get on the stage on the Laugh Factory? I'm like sitting there for 4 hours. They're like, I can't do that. I'm like, then you are too good for it. I'm not too good for it.
Wow, that's really.
I did all the
crucial.
hustle.
Yeah.
I don't care about people laugh at me like, oh, you are sitting on the street like crazy. I'm like, I don't care. That's the price you have to pay to be seen. That's the price you have to pay. I'm paying it.
It really is. And it bothers me when I see comedians who are so arrogant, like they think just because they've been in it a certain number of years that they deserve to be further along, or they will like bitch and complain. I just find this a lot. Like there are certain, okay, they're mostly guy comics that have like been in it longer than me, but are like flailing. And I don't know how hard they're working or what they're doing, but I notice like when you start to have a bit of success, like people get very triggered and they're like, oh,
they are very triggered.
Yeah.
They are like especially as girls, people think we are not funny. We are very funny. But the point is that in this male dominated industry, we just do not have the kind of opportunities and the stage time as our male counterparts. As a woman, there's a show, there's 8 male, 1 female. That female can be black, white, orange, I don't know, or transgender, not transgender. As long as you appear as a woman, there's 1 spot for creatures like us, then 8 spots for the white comedians, especially the white male comedians it's just it's not fair. We don't have the equal opportunities. We are very funny, but you can't develop your craft without being on stage. So for my clubs, I really support women. Like women, we have all women shows all the time, and I don't give a fuck. I pay the rent and I say whatever the fuck I want. I don't want people to tell me you can't have all women show, you can't sell. I'm like, then I don't want to make the money. I just want all women show, okay?
I found there were times when I started, I felt like, oh, maybe it is harder to be a woman because you just look at the numbers. Like there's just more men in stand up than women. But I did notice like I sometimes would benefit from, shows that I would be booked as like the kind of token chick. And sometimes that would be an opportunity that maybe like another dude wouldn't get because I would be like the token chick on that show. So sometimes I found that it did sort of work in my favor. But again, you could get an opportunity and it's up to you to not blow it.
Yeah, Chrissy, the thing is like when you guys are good, it doesn't matter your gender. They want you. They just see you as a comedian. They don't see you as a female.
That's the goal, right?
Because you put all the hours there. You just, we hustle. The thing is like, it's hard, but don't be a woman. Don't be a man. Just be a tiger. You can be a female tiger, eat all the motherfuckers. So we don't have to be a victim as a woman. Like a lot of women, they win. Even like 50 years ago, like Joan Rivers did it. She's one of the best comedian ever. But being a woman did limit her. But being who she is, this vicious tiger who doesn't take no for an answer. I would never be alive. I wasn't allowed to be alive, or I wasn't beautiful. I wasn't smart. I wasn't popular. But I just don't see what other people see. I just have this ambition that I think me as a tiger. I don't give up. I keep fighting. I just keep getting better. I'm not the best, but if every day I'm getting better, I'm moving forward. I don't have to feel ashamed. Yeah, I don't speak the language. I don't speak English, but I learn. I am not
You
funny.
speak it just fine. I mean, like,
I
you
didn't
know
speak.
all the basics.
I got lost in the airport. I didn't speak any English when I came here, but it didn't stop me from being on stage. I've been in this in 3 years. I can't imagine how far I would go in 6 years because I work my ass off and I get defeated every single day. I get up. I'm a single mom of 2 children. I don't have
Oh,
plan B.
wow.
I have to hustle because I never took a plan B, and that's too late to do that. So I have to keep going, keep fighting, and I feel like women should just know that it's not fair. But if you decided to do this, nobody can stop you. No man can stop you from doing this. If you define yourself as the tiger of the business, just do all the hard work and don't let those
It's true.
ugly words defeat you. And you
And,
make
like, and the thing is like, you've raised a good point. Like, yeah, it's the comedy industry is not, like, fair. Like, life is not fair.
no,
Like, it's not
no,
nothing. Even if you were to be like, "Well, comedy's fucking hard. I'm gonna bail and I'm gonna, like, go work at the bank." Like, that's hard to go like, yeah, you're not taking the risk by going for what you love, but, like, you have that nagging feeling at you every day, be like, "Man, I should be doing more with my life." Like, I have this nagging dream that I'm ignoring. Like, that's hard. So I always tell myself, like, you choose your hard. Like, it's hard to go for your dreams, but it's harder to not go for them because you have to live with yourself every day and then you have regret. But that's amazing that you're a mom too.
I have two
And
babies.
oh, how old are they?
Mom, my son is almost 4. My baby girl is almost 2.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
They are cute. Thank God the father was good looking. That's
When did you know that you were like, because you wanted to be a performer for a while, you mentioned, but when did you know, like, okay, I really have to do stand up? Because you've only been doing this 3 years, you said?
Mhm.
Holy fuck. You're so impressed that for 3 years in, you've learned, like, no wonder, like, you've lapped so many people in terms of just figuring shit out. Like, the fact that you have figured out and you're like a master of social media, like your TikTok is retarded. Like, I'm not on TikTok, and like I think probably I don't know, when I look at your stuff, it makes me realize I probably should have been on it, but I just am like, oh,
Podcast is
the
better.
Chinese government has my information. What am I gonna do? But they probably already have it. So
I'm collecting it right now. Like I'm doing version right now.
you're
My
really
cousin
good.
Ping Pong is writing everything down. Like it's
Your cousin. But what was the moment for you that you were like, "Oh no, it's comedy. Like I have to do this."
I remember I was in Howard Fine's acting studio. The great Howard Fine. He told me that you can do comedy. You are very funny naturally. You should be like a Lucille Ball or Goldie Hawn. I'm like, that's cute, but I never know stand up comedy is a career because stand up comedy did not exist in China when I was growing up. It wasn't the same. There's no stand up comedy as a profession, but in America, is as long as the art of acting is from the very beginning, the Velvet area, the theater, the radio. I mean, from Mom's Mabley to Toady Field to from like a very beginning, comedy is always being a big thing. Stand up is always. I never know that until one day I auditioned for this TV show for John Singleton called Rebel. I played this. I didn't play it. I was auditioning for this Chinese girl who's a sidekick in this TV show. The lead girl, she's a black girl who is a cop. So she is a policewoman. She is actually the hero of the show, and her best friend is this Asian chick. And it's in San Francisco. I should be having a Oakland accent. So I auditioned, I forgot a line, and I started improvising. They all start laughing so hard. John Singleton walked over the table with his phone playing this clip, a stand-up clip from Ali Wong, from her special Baby Cobra. And he said, you should be doing stand-up comedy. You'll be a star.
Wow.
So I was like, do you mean I got booked on this role? He's like, no, hell no. Like, I don't even understand your English. Like, what they're talking about.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but it's funny. That's kind of like there's truth to that. Like, you don't have to fully understand what somebody is saying to find them hilarious. Like,
Yeah,
any
funny is funny. Like funny is a gift. Humor is a gift. It's like a music. Somebody can sing, somebody can't. Somebody know where to say the right word. They just know it's musical, and we have it. It just so I'm like, okay. I was very angry because I didn't even know anything about stand up. I just he's like, this is my phone number. Can I have your number? I'm like, yeah. But I was very defeated. I'm like, I didn't get that job. I was thought I was getting it. It was hard, so I moved on. I kind of just like took a break from entertainment. I got married, had babies, married a very wealthy man from China. He's very handsome. I was in love with him.
how did you meet him?
Shanghai Film Festival. I was hosting an event in Shanghai. So I fell in love. I thought I did. I did. I don't regret that. I mean, it didn't work out, but I did fall in love, and I followed my heart, and I'll never regret that. I end up having two beautiful children. I am grateful for that relationship. It turned out not what I wanted because we want different things. He eventually do not want me to be a performer. He want me to be a trophy wife. But wife. I'm not a trophy because I'm not the Chinese standard of trophy, but
You're kind of a trophy. I mean, like, you're hot. I feel like you're the whole package. I'm gonna
just
keep
my boobs
simping.
are big. I mean, I'm hot.
Do you feel like you want to protect your kids from your not like your career per se, but like, do you feel like you have to keep them off social media? Like, you don't want people knowing like about them or seeing them or anything like that?
They sometimes show up in my life. They just come in. They both I can see they are both attention-seeking whores. They can be crying the moment they saw I'm on camera. They come by and smile at my camera, say hi to my fans. I'm like, oh shit, those little shits. So I think it's hard. They are dying to get attention. They like to make people happy. I was driving and Winston's like, Mommy. I said, yes. He's like, what does a comedian do? I said, I tell jokes. He said, so you make people laugh? I said, He said, you make me laugh. You make people laugh. Okay. It was so cute. I'm like, oh my God, that's sweet.
That is so cute.
So cute. He's a good boy.
Oh my God. I love that you have kids. I'm gonna play one of your TikToks. This had me fucking dying. Just for anybody who hasn't seen one of Jiaoying's TikToks, this one had me fucking dying.
Chinese wife and a Japanese wife. Which one should I marry? Don't worry, honey. Let me tell you. Chinese wife, after you marry her, no more makeup, no more dress up, no more BJs. It is over. She'll scream at you. She'll be loud, obnoxious, mean, and rude. When she make you lunch, you'll be like, lunch is ready. We're at Japanese wife, after you marry her, she'll be perfect, beautiful, every single day. Plenty of BJs. She'll make you amazing sushi. She'll feed you with a fucking chopstick and tell you, I'm so honored to be your wife. However, if you get sick, you'll end up on a wheelchair. Japanese wife will be really nice to you, massage your feet, and be nice to you and whisper in your ear, tell you how much she loves you. And your Japanese wife is going to take you to the park for a walk. She'll push you by the lake. And then she'll push you to the lake and tell you, sayonara, honey. What's the difference between
There's something, even like the smallest, like, I think sometimes like not knowing a language perfectly can be such an like, it can be such a positive, because even something so small as saying, instead of saying you're in a wheelchair, saying you're on a wheelchair is so funny to me. Like, it's so, you are just so naturally fucking funny. And
Thank you.
I'm like noticing all your TikToks. I really like, I can just tell there is something about your comedy that I can tell like you're newer, but it's a really good thing because you're not overcomplicating things. Like, you get a short clip, something that works, it's improvised, or it's just like a short joke, you like put it out there, and it's like, maybe you are like a bit of a, I don't know if you're a perfectionist or not, but there's something like, and you're just about, like, you're a fucking machine. Like, you're just putting it out there. Like, you probably record every single show thinking like, all right, I'll probably get something out of this, a clip.
Yeah.
When did you?
I have an editing team that
Okay.
things. There's like a whole office of people work for me full time. They just edit everything.
There you go. That's good. Okay. So
Like
you'll
what
just
I want to post, my assistant would post it every day.
you'll do a show, you'll tape it, and then you'll just send it to your people and be like, find something in here
Yeah.
and then post it.
And my assistant would have a pool. Like she would always have 20 videos to post every day. She would choose one. Sometimes
Wow.
it's trendy. Like Alec Baldwin. I just talk about him. He had a new BB. Let's post that. Meghan Markle is being a cunt. Like let's post that. It's just
It's so smart. Like you're so on the pulse of, because if it's topical, the algorithm loves that. When did you kind of realize like, okay, like TikTok is something I can absolutely
I
work
never really know what TikTok is. The thing is that I was forced to do it because I bought my club. I was on stage 10 hours a day. 1 month later, the pandemic came and everything closed down. I was going from 10 hours a day on the stage, then sitting at home, just like sitting at home, look at my baby, which is boring. So I have all the jokes I wrote. What do I do now? I'm like, well, let me just talk to the camera and post on social media, see what happens. I start just like, you can see the way I do my joke. I just look into the camera and tell people. And then I realized that's the best way for me to find my voice, because I can post 5 jokes. One of them go viral. I only going to work on one of that to develop it into my materials and my routine. So I end up having the social media to choose what is going to connect with my audience. I feel like that really helped me saved my years of grinding, because I have people buy tickets, they love you, and they also show you what they want to hear. That's helped me. I've been in it for 3 years, but I do 14 shows a week. Like I have so much stage time because I have my own club. It just makes it so much easier.
Wow.
Better once I became a paid regular at the Laugh Factory, start doing the improv. I'm there every week, and I have my own club. I have other shows book me. So the shows are like getting better and bigger. I start touring US. It just they feed each other. Social media help me find my voice sooner than I wish I could, and I am very grateful.
No, it's really, really smart because a lot of I know coming up in New York, like I've been doing stand up like 12 years, but now that I look back, like, oh, I was not working hard all 12 of those years. Like I'm probably only been working hard like the last 6 or so. Like a lot of years in the beginning, you're like doing some, mics, you're like, you're not, I was not working hard at all. And it's interesting the way that you've done it, because I know that like, you come up, you see, oh, this person produces this show or this person owns this club. It's almost like icky if that person is doing stand up. Like you can tell, but it's like it's like you're grinding it out, and you can tell you're putting in the work and the hours, because you don't at all come off like, all right, we're good. This is the person who's producing this show. Oh, okay. It's like, it's all about them. It's like you kind of like knew that you were starting out, and just the fact like you're putting in the hours, like you really just kind of figured it out right away, not in a way that's like, oh, okay, they own the place, or this is their show, so we have to like, okay, like clap along.
Mm-hmm.
So
I never let people introduce me as the owner of the club, because that means you are unfunny. You have to own the place to perform, you dumb bitch. Like, don't ever tell me I'm the owner of the club. I freak out. I'm like, don't say that. That's disgusting. Like, I also feel like I guess I've always loved the power of the words. When I was a little girl, I was ugly. The only friend I had was books. Grandpa was really amazing scholar. He's proficient in like Chinese literature, classical literature. I had to memorize thousands of classical literature, poetry, everything to please. And I grew madly in love with the words, the art of the words. I write poetry, Chinese poetry, haiku. I started writing poetry since I was start talking. Wow. Writing is very natural to me. I write all my materials. I don't have any writers. I just love writing, and everything triggers me happening right now. I write, and whenever I do a big stage, my friend always like, never open with a new joke. Don't do that. You lose them. I end up always open with a new joke. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, this is what I'm thinking about. The queen died. What do I say? Like, my name is Like I want to talk
Yeah.
about point. So
Especially
I
if you're in a new city, it's like you want to comment on what's around you and what
yeah,
you're noticing.
that's why I always I'm not afraid to open with new joke or do my new jokes like Caroline's or at the Laugh Factory. I don't care. It's in my heart. I want to connect with people, and that's what I want. I want to connect. I don't care if they think it's funny or not. It's
Good for you. Yeah, you have the best attitude and you're so honest. And it's like you can tell that like Joan Rivers is one of your inspirations. She's definitely one of mine too. And like when I think of like, oh, I don't know, and it's like you listen to her or listen to some of your stuff, and it just makes you feel like, oh fuck it. Like you have to be blunt and honest because so many people, especially in their jobs, are so afraid of being honest. They're so afraid of being called like a racist or a transphobe or whatever, but like that is the shit that people always will find funny. And that's
yeah,
not going to change even as people get more woke or politically correct or whatever.
yeah. I think PC culture is bullshit.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Um I'm just like I'm obsessed with you. All right, I'm going to play this
You're
other
amazing.
Oh,
You are so fucking funny. You are
how did you buy a comedy club? Like, what made you think that you could like? Not only you're coming from a different country, but you're like, I'm just gonna buy 2 clubs. Did you buy them both before the pandemic?
one before the pandemic, one after. I just drove by Melrose. I'm like, I like this storefront. It looks nice. It's 1 mile away from the Improv, 1 mile away from Paramount. It's on Melrose. It's good. I went there. There's a clothing shop. I'm like, you don't make any money, do you? They're like, yeah, we want to lease it out. I'm like, oh, I'll take it.
Wow,
And
that's
I'm like,
awesome.
much. I'll take over. 3
What
years.
is
I'll take it.
what is
So
the hardest part about owning a comedy club?
is that comedians, I love them so much, but some of them can be fucking morons, dumb little shit. Like they just can't do it, and working with them is hard. I discovered a lot of amazing people, and I want to empower my comedians because they don't have any entrepreneurial skills, and they can't advance. This is a business. You can be funny, but you have to also be a people's person. You have to be likable. You have to be smart. So I end up basically all my open mic hosts, I'll end up giving them their own shows at my club. They will be the producer and host of the show. They book 3 people from the open mics. We'll find the 3 people that is very good in the comedy scene in LA. So I can see how much they grow once they become the producers. They have their own show. They have the power. They all become like really like, oh,
Responsible, and then it's
responsible,
almost like yeah,
work
you're
harder. They worked
yeah.
harder too. So like I have people like I wanted to pass the Laugh Factory. I'm like, okay, go get on the line, stand outside, and go to the Tuesday open mics and see if you can get picked. They're like, I can't do that. I'm not gonna waste my time like this. I'm like, I did it. They're like, I'm not like you. You are crazy. You can't want it all not being crazy. You have to be crazy about it because even you are crazy about it, you can't have it. If you are just okay with it, like you can't have it. You have to be very funny and you have to just show up. Whitney Cummings, she was sitting on the curb on Sunset waiting for the potluck on Mondays at the comedy store. She didn't think she was good too good for it. She went to Columbia. She didn't give a fuck. She knows that's what I want. I want to be a paid regular at this club, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my long leg, sit on the curb like a homeless bitch, and that's what she did. Nobody thought they were good enough and too much. I mean, like Tiffany Haddish did it. Is everybody did it. I can't help you if you are too good for this because we are comedians. We are piece of shit. Like we are not too good. Like homeless people make more money than us. Like check your reality.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, I came home late. My mom is my husband. When I still had one, he's like in China, only woman whose hookers come home at 12 midnight with makeup and high heels. I'm like, I can't believe you said that about me. How dare you call me a hooker? I'm not a hooker. They make more money than me. I go there, pay people money to go on stage to do open mic.
For real. Like to be a stand-up comic, like you have to live a hooker type lifestyle where you are like maybe you work your like for me, I was always working at 9 to 5, and then I would do comedy after. And then right, you're always
yeah, baby. The only difference is like the hooker makes money and get laid. We don't make
yes.
it. We get no dick.
hookers are living an easy life. Like they get to sleep a lot. They're not working as many hours. They get to take into way nicer dinners. It's like, yeah, it's open mics. It's like, it's paying for mics. It's literally sitting on your ass for hours, and you have to be willing to do that for years. And like, if someone had told me when I started, like, yeah, Chrissy, it's going to be like 10, 12 years till you start feeling good about yourself. I don't know. I probably still have been like, yeah, fuck it. I mean, the time's going to pass anyway.
Exactly.
So,
Well,
yeah.
it's better to spend it chasing your dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that's
feel like being a female comedian is very hard for you romantically.
it really is. I mean, I'm so lucky that I met my fiance in comedy. Like he was producing a show and his comedy partner booked me, and then that's how we met. But before that, I was dating a stand-up comic. For me, it was terrible. Like I wouldn't really recommend it. I would recommend girls that are in stand up, like try to find like a regular man that is not also a performer, because he is gonna feel like it's gonna be jealousy and gonna be competition. And like my fiance now funnier than all the stand up comics that I've ever dated, and it's like yeah, I'm really lucky that I met him through
That's
stand
amazing.
up. But it's hard as fuck because you all the time that you're spending at shows or at mics, it's like it's peak kind of dating hours. It's that 6
Oh yeah,
to 10 o'clock time.
yes. Like I try to go on dates, and the guys freaks out. They're like, I got an appointment at Spargo at 8. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm in the Laugh Factory. Okay. You're like, it's Spargo. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's a Laugh Factory. Okay. Do you know how hard I work for the Laugh Factory? Do you think I'm going to cancel my Laugh Factory for your fucking Spargo dinner? Get the fuck out of my face. Get out.
Do you ever bring dates to shows?
They come to my shows, and then my fans would stand in line, talk to me, and then I'll just like, you think I'm funny? Oh my God. And then my dates be like, we're going to go grab a drink, right? I'm like, no. I'm very busy. As you can see, I'm very busy. So they just like I can't, like my career comes first, like this is what I want my whole life. I'm not gonna give up my stage time or like my time with my fans over a dick. I mean, how good can it be? Brad Pitt, like
Yeah. And it seems like whatever, guy you ultimately end up with, like, really does have to be okay and not feel like, I guess, intimidated in that way,
yeah.
because
And
usually a guy crushes on stage, he's got a line full of girls, like, waiting to suck his dick. After
yeah,
every show, they're cleaning up, but it's like it's a little different with women, although, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Do you feel like you have a lot of thirsty guys waiting for you after shows?
I do. Like it's crazy. I do. I feel like after I found my voice, I just started to be me, dress like myself, not try to dress down, just be me. I have that, but I can't. I'm not gonna fuck a fan. Like I'm like I like romance. I'm trying to put the Morocco oil on my hair. Pay us.
Oh, does that really work?
Yeah, especially when you fry your hair like this, it works.
Okay.
It just I like them. I like the attention. I make them laugh. What I'm saying is like, if a man like make a woman laugh, her heart opens a little bit, her pussy opens a little bit bigger. Like, like well, a
Her
girl make
butthole opens a little bigger. Yeah, all
yeah,
the
when a
holes.
woman
Yeah.
make a guy laugh, he's like intimidated by you. Like he's like, because when we are on stage, we can be so powerful, and like it just most men, they think you are funny, but they don't want to fuck you. They're like, she'll probably choke me, or like smash it with a pillow or something. Like they don't think we can be sexy in bed. I just being a funny woman, it's hard.
Yeah, I think it gets easier, like, once you're kind of, like, solid with a guy, but it's that beginning kind of
Yeah,
dating
at the
phase
beginning.
I found to be difficult too, because it's like, I very much am like, I have my funny stage persona, and then it's like I'm trying to be, like, a sexy date for you, and, like, it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's so
2
different.
different
They don't get it.
people.
They think we are the same person. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna stick a chopstick in your asshole. That's my stage persona. I'm a nice lady.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. I love your style. I love that you I love that you wear dresses on stage, but I love that you're like fully dressed to the nines, super glamorous, because I remember my first few years in comedy, I had God, I fucking forget her name, but her name was Gladys. She's like a known kind of like comedy fixture, mentor or whatever
That is
in New
like a
York
comic
City.
strip.
Gladys, yeah, and
I
she
love
told
Gladys. She
I
knows.
love
She
I
loves.
love I love her too, but she told me that I have to wear like pantsuits. Like she told me I have to wear pants and like jacket. She basically was describing like 80s, 90s Ellen is what I have to dress like. And I just was like, I can't get on board with
I
that.
do that, but I don't eat the pussy though. It's like
I was like, but I liked that. I guess that was a good moment because I knew like, all right, someone can give you advice, but you don't have to take it. You have to
I have you
ultimately.
tell me that you should dress up like Ali Wong. You never make it if you dress up glamorously. I said, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Like, who are you? Did you sell to fucking stadiums? No? Shut the fuck up! Joe Rivers dress up, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, I like that you dress up because if you feel more yourself, you're gonna have more fun, and it is a performance. It is kind of like a psychosomatic thing where if like you feel good, you look good.
Yeah, and then it's a show. It's a show. Like all the men, you can see Jerry Seinfeld. He always wears a sports jacket. Like he's always dressed nicely. Like Joe Coy. He always in the nicest sneakers, most beautiful designer jeans. It's a show.
It is. Yeah,
We
it is a
are
show.
not as pretty as movie stars, but it's all fucking stage. If they tackle us, fuck their pretty face. They can't handle this.
Okay, this is my one Asian fan, Young Pei Chang. What's up, Young Pei? Hey guys, hope you have a good rest of the week. Minus 10 points from Chrissy's social credit score. Oh man. Thanks, Young Pei.
Young Pace, how are you?
From Crash Mondo. Chad is demanding Jiaoying be brought onto Simcast. Oh, I would love to have you on Simcast. That's my Sunday show.
Who's
It's like
chat?
Chad is like the chat, like
The chatting.
the chat, all the
Okay.
people. The
Oh,
people.
they are. It's live, right?
Yeah.
You are not
we're
gonna
live.
cut me out from me doing my hair, right? It's fine, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's totally fine.
My hair, all silky, like I have cum on it. I don't. I'm single.
I like it. I like that you I love your videos where you're roasting names.
Oh yeah.
Can you roast Young Pei Chang's name or only like
Young
American
Pei can be so many like meanings. Young, I think young means sunshine. Pay means like lose money, but he's probably using a different one, like education, pay young. So he's fine, but let's do crazy.
Okay, yeah, do me. Do my name.
Okay, crazy means 可以洗，可以 means I can, 洗 means wash. Maya means oh my god, like oh my mom, like okay, like oh mom, I can wash it. So you are obedient girl when you're around your mom, I guess.
Okay. I thought you were about to say like unwashed.
Unwash the pussy? I mean, you don't have to wash it anymore. You have a fiance.
No, I still have to wash it. I'm trying not to be like a Chinese wife who stops wearing makeup.
Also, Chinese wife don't shave her pussy either. Like you want to go home to your Chinese wife, like you want to have sex with her, like you open the door, it's 6 feet long of social distance from her pubes.
So it's like a big, and I noticed that because I was a diver for years growing up and I'd always be in the locker rooms, like at pools and shit. And like, I guess I stereotyped all Asian women because I couldn't tell the difference, but maybe it is just a Chinese thing where like, cause the pubes were out of control.
It is out of control. And even it's Asian thing. Like Yoko Ono, her pubes. That's why like John Lennon died. Because she was walking with him, she poked somebody. They were like, "Don't you poke me with your pubes? Let me shoot your husband." Like it's bad.
I didn't realize that's how he died. So okay, so Asian ladies just don't give a fuck. They let their pubes go.
I did shave my pussy. I'm waxing my, and I am intending to find a beautiful Brad Pitt. I'm single.
Okay, cool. Maybe who knows? Maybe there is a future husband for you in the chat. If you were going to describe what you're looking for in your next man, what would you say?
Listens to me. Don't talk back. Listens.
Just looking for a good listener. Okay. Do you have a height?
Height? I think 6 feet is fine.
Okay. Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Okay. Do they have to have a particular job?
I
Or
think you have to be talented and kind and good people. They don't have to be rich because I am. So they just have to be patient and sweet, kind. It was like a big thing for me, like kind.
yeah.
And also smart enough to have a conversation.
Okay, yeah, that's important too. Yeah,
But
we talk
also
about
not broke. Okay, don't be broke.
don't be broke, don't be a mooch. Yeah, we talk about the
No
666
moochie, no moochie. I
principle
can't
on
do
the show, which is 6 feet, what, 6 inches, 6 figures. That's what a lot of women go by, but I don't need all that.
like the dick size.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fine. I will take 6 inches and I'm actually fine with 6 feet, but the 6 figures I don't need.
No, it's not important.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving this. Oh my god. See, fealty is all these things. Wow, maybe we have a new man for you in the chat.
Cute. He's
So, I don't know if you heard, Jiaoying, but Madonna is now gay. This is shocking. This was all the rage. She came out as gay yesterday in a social media video. She's looking very much like a clown with this pink hair.
Where's eyebrows?
We don't know where her eyebrows is. Maybe that's part of coming out as gay is you have to give up your eyebrows. Because I don't know where they
saw
are.
you had to give dicks. I guess I was wrong.
She's been married so many times. She's dated so many famous men. I would just like to see, like, prove it, Madonna. Like, let's see you date a couple women and then you can come out as gay. It's just so
eat my
easy.
dim sum. Try it.
Yeah, try eating a couple of snatches, Madonna.
Yeah,
and then I just don't
I don't
quite.
believe she's. I can see her as bisexual. I just don't see her as gay.
Yeah, I think it would be a chore. I would be not good at dating women. I think I don't know.
I can't date a woman.
I
can
couldn't
kiss
do
her,
it.
but I can't date a girl.
Yeah, it's just too much. I don't know. I think Madonna is just trying to be cool right now. She's trying to be part of this gay
Yeah.
moment that's happening.
She wants to be Gen Z. It's giving those. Let's go.
She does want to be Gen Z, and she's fucking 64 years old.
Really?
It's
I
like-
thought she was 90.
Yeah, there was a TikTok. Oh boy.
She was born 2 days after Jesus. Are you sure?
She is Jesus adjacent. Oh my god. This is kind of I'm gonna play this TikTok. All right. Okay. This is her. I don't know whose panties these are. They look kind of big. She's saying, if I miss throwing these panties in the trash, I'm gay. Boo. This bathroom is giving me flashbacks to the pandemic when she would do her pandemic bathtub videos. I don't know if you remember those, Jiaoying, but
I don't.
She's a crazy person. Like, she had these videos where she was in like a milk bath and she'd be like, the pandemic picks on everyone. Like, she was creepy. I don't know.
Oh my god. She's doing the Gen Z thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish her all the best, but I think she's trying too hard. I don't want to be that kind of old person. There's probably no great way to get old, but I just I'm not feeling how she's doing it. Okay.
She didn't need it. She's already a legend.
She's a legend. Yeah, why not that she has to, pack it up and die, but just be chill. Like, don't try to do any new things. Like, you've already done all the things.
You're already a fucking legend. Why are you so
Exactly. Okay, here's a woman, and I love going to Femme Mail at the Daily Mail because it's basically women's news. There's a woman who has not cut her nails in 22 years. She's detailing her struggles. She can't zip up her pants. She can't pick things up. She can't open cans. She can't use public bathrooms because they don't fit in the stalls. I'm going to show you a picture. These are her nails, and she paints them all different colors. I don't know how someone's nails can become so thick like this. They're like ropes. This person is living a life of luxury. Like, I can't afford to, like, she can't drive because she can't fit her nails in the car. Like, okay, she is doing this clearly to just be the world record holder.
Mm-hmm.
But also, this woman
get paid to be that?
Oh, that's a good question.
If she didn't get paid to do that, she's a fucking moron. Then you better get paid for this shit. If you're not getting paid, I can't.
This is too much. And who would pay her? Just nail polish people? Does she have nail polish sponsors? Because it doesn't even look good.
I don't think so. I just she has to be getting paid for this. If she didn't get paid, I want to. I can't. She's a
Imagine you try to hook up with a guy and you're like, I can't. If I finger you, you're gonna die. Like if I mean, not that she's trying to finger dudes, but this is a liability here. She can't zip her pants.
She's Black Mermaid, Scissorhand.
She really is. She's Black Edward Scissorhands.
Black Mermaid, Scissorhand.
Oh, Black Mermaid.
Lady, you better getting paid for this shit.
Yeah.
How much does Guinness World Record pays you? How much? I'm a Chinese woman. I want to know how much. How much are they paying you?
Yeah, this
Please,
is a good
please
question.
don't tell me they're not paying you for this. This is bullshit.
She quit. She quit her job so she could focus on growing her fingernails. Now they measure 42 feet 10 inches collectively.
Collectively?
I guess all together. Ugh.
You have a driving since
I don't understand. She must have a driver and
yeah, so somebody's paying her. Some nail fetish guy is paying her.
Yeah, you're right. This is like people who date like 700-pound women and they're like these small dudes and they like feeding them.
Yeah.
She can't have contact lenses, that's for sure.
Yeah, wear ugly glasses. You don't deserve it because your nail is so long.
Yeah, this is gross. Okay.
No, lady, you better get paid. Or I'm like a fucking moron.
I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna figure out.
I want her to get paid. Or I'm just not happy about how dumb she is.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Can you roast NVIDIA, or is that only one name? Is it harder to do if it's just one name?
I can do it.
Okay. Are you still thinking?
You mean roast the one name?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew. Whose name is Andrew? I thought you were gonna give me the name. Okay, Andrew. Whose name is Andrew? Andrew, listen. Okay.
Okay, there might be an Andrew in here.
Andrew, are you listening, honey? Andrew in Chinese means Andrew, and means I. Drew means pig. So Andrew means I am a pig. So
oh wow,
that's what your mom named you. She knows what she's doing.
What about roasting the name Frank Pellegrino?
法兰克. Fa means French. I don't know why. Maybe your mom is fucking French. Lai means come. Ke means guest. So like I came on a guest who's a French guy. So that's probably explains why you don't look like your dad.
Yep, that's good. I'm just obsessed with you, Jiaoying.
You, sweetheart. I wish I can see you in New York in November. I'm back for 7 days in New York City.
When are you in New York? Yeah, maybe
November 7th to 11th.
Maybe we can hang because I'll be around.
We can go have some Peking duck.
Yeah, I mean, if you're around that Monday, you don't have to tell me right now, but you could do my show that Monday night if you don't have.
Which one?
It's from 7 to 8 p.m. and it's in studio in the city.
Okay.
I can think of.
I can do it.
Okay, cool. We'll talk. Everybody, see Jiaoying November 10th at the Stand. Follow her on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, any place.
Thank you, baby. Jiaoying Summers is my handle. JIAOYINGSUMMERS. The Summers is the harder part, but you'll get it. Wednesday night, I'm at Bourbon Room in Hollywood if you want to see me. And I'm at Laugh Factory Friday. And just I'm at my club all week long. Yeah, just follow me on my social media. And follow Chrissie. She's amazing.
Follow me, follow us. If you're a kind man who's a good listener, you better get in those DMs. Because this lady is not going to be single for long. She is the whole package. Yeah,
I'll be single for 2 weeks for sure.
Thank you to the chat for all your questions and comments. And we will see you next time.